Let's take a look at the biggest reasons why Pittsburgh failed in 2018. The Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell drama. The Steelers were an absolute mess last season, both on and off the field. Antonio Brown showed that he was a major problem in the locker room, fighting with virtually every member of the team. While he is one of the most talented receivers in the NFL, the Steelers will be relieved of his drama and can focus on building a team with the right characters moving forward. The same can be said about the uncertainty that surrounded Le'Veon Bell last year. Why things will change in 2019. Reason number one, simply put, the two talented clowns in Bell and Brown are history and someone else's problem now. Management has refocused the core values of the team, and I believe it will pay dividends in the long run. While I have historically ridiculed Tomlin's football acumen, he generally gets the most out of his players. Bottom line, the Steeler offense should be fine. Juju Smith-Schuster should carry the torch going forward at the wide receiver position. They still have a talented offensive line, and James Conner proved that he can be a weapon in the running game. Reason number two, the Steelers' anemic home pass defense should improve this season. Heinz Field has generally been one of the toughest venues to play in. The windy conditions, cold weather, and rugged playing surface have historically made it very difficult to throw and kick. But in 2018, opposing QBs lit up the Steelers at home. Why this will change in 2019. The past two seasons have shown that the Steelers still have an effective pass rush. The biggest problem has been their conservative zone scheme. Shazir's absence in the middle has been glaring. Drafting an athletic linebacker in Devin Bush will help mitigate these coverage deficiencies that have killed the Steelers for the past two seasons. On average, they surrendered a 105 QB rating at Heinz Field last year. Only the Detroit Lions, who play in a dome, put up a worse number. I'm going to go out on a limb and say there's absolutely zero chance this happens again this season. Reason number three, Big Ben was sloppy last season. He needs to be more efficient and take the easy throws when they are available. He had 4 multi-interception games and threw a handful of back-breaking picks in the red zone late in critical games, Denver being the most inexcusable. Why this will change in 2019. Roethlisberger has had a great track record of rebounding from bad seasons. His 2 worst QB ratings were followed up by 2 of his very best. Despite his high volume of picks last season, he had great protection and was only sacked on 3.37% of his pass attempts. The offensive line is the strength of this team, and the running game should be effective. They've added a talented veteran wideout in Dante Moncrief, and getting tight end Vance McDonald the ball more will be a priority this season. Reason number 4. Too much hype in 2018. The Steelers started to believe all the media hype. It's inexcusable for a roster like Pittsburgh's to lose to the Raiders outright and blow a multi-TD lead against a conference rival like the Chargers. Why this will change in 2019. The story of the AFC North this season has unquestionably been the Cleveland Browns. They've made the big splash type moves and have become the story of the NFL. With all the hype surrounding Cleveland, this is a perfect time to buy low on one of the perennial contenders in the NFL. It's rare to get a consistent team like Pittsburgh at the 9-win level, and they have always been much more effective with an underdog-type mentality. I expect them to get to 11 wins, and I believe you'd get much more value with Pittsburgh or Baltimore to win the AFC North rather than Cleveland.